Well, that's a big step, Ted, and a smart one. But listen, you should stay in town, man. I don't want you going anywhere. No, you don't have to find anybody. You should do what I tell you.
Tell him to come home.
Eden says to come home. Good. All right, thanks for calling, and give me another call when you get back. Okay, bye.
Wait, what did you let me
Ted?
talk to him?
I'm sorry, I didn't think.
What'd he say?
He said that he and Christy have decided to tell the truth, that the whole thing was an accident, and they'll explain it when they get back. Meanwhile, Lakin has walked out on him, and he doesn't know where she is.
So Lakin was able to convince him then?
Yeah, apparently so. All we have to do now is map out what really happened. I can go to the DA and see if I can get him to drop the charges against Ted.
I'm so glad he decided to tell the truth. You think you're going to be able to help him?
Well, I'll do what I can. You know that.
Yes, I do. You're terrific.
You're not so bad yourself, except for that one major flaw.
One major flaw? What's that?
It's your name. I mean, Eden Capwell is nice, but don't you think that Eden Castillo has a certain dramatic tension to it?
I don't know. How about Eden Capwell Castillo?
Is that with a hyphen or without?
I don't know. I have to see how it looks better.
Whichever. It has to be done soon. Agreed?
Yes. Very soon. You know, lately I've been thinking about a lot of things, and I feel like I'm more on top of things than I used to be.
What sort of things?
Like the world, my own destiny.
I'm glad to hear you say that. I've been hoping I could do a little something to cheer you up.
You've done everything to make me cheery. I just have two things I need to worry about now, and that's Daddy's condition and dealing with Mason. The one thing I know for sure is that Mason's got to be kept out of Capwell affairs. Because if he's not, he's going to cause nothing but trouble. I'd like to come to the houseboat tonight.
Okay.
Just don't know if I should because of Daddy. I don't know if I should leave him alone.
Eden, he's got the best care. He's got the most up-to-date equipment. You've seen to all that. What more can you do? Chaining yourself to his bedside isn't going to make him get well any quicker.
I don't want him to feel like he's being deserted.
How can he feel that, darling? He knows you love him. And how hard you've been fighting his battles for him. He knows.
I hope you're right.
I'm right. Ask yourself, how often have I been wrong?
I would say every hour on the hour, but...
I haven't been wrong since the time I got in the shower with my socks on.
Oh, really? And when was that?
It was this morning. But it won't happen again if you spend the night with me, I promise. Besides, tonight's important to me.
Oh?
Yeah. I want to finish up a little something I started a while back.
And what's that?
Well, it has to do with how I hurt my leg.
I wouldn't mind finishing up that business.
You wouldn't?
No.
Well, what do you say we dedicate ourselves to it? Hi, you ready to go?
All right, come on in. I can't go now.
What's wrong?
Mason's home. He's drunk as usual.
Oh, I resent that. I've been sober for hours. You two run along and play houseboat. I think I'll just bed down right here.
Mason, I'm not going to argue about this right now, but you are leaving tomorrow.
Good night, Eden. Good night, Cruz. Good night. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that we may say good night till it be morrow.
I don't think you should hang around this loony bin. I think you should come home with me.
I think that's a really good idea. Let's just go. Just wandering out of that house as if it were a flop house, half drunk, totally objectionable.
It's time to calm down now, darling. You've been going on about Mason all the way over here.
Well, I don't like it. Gina thinks she's got him eating out of her hand, and they could block anything I try to do. Well, you know the funny part of it is? They could. I'm going to end up fighting my own brother for control of the corporation. You know what Mason's always wanted to be, don't you?
What?
Cece. It's his dream. And everybody else's nightmare. He wants to run the family, he wants to run the business, and nothing's going to get in his way. Nothing's going to stop him until he's done it. Well, I'm going to stop him. He may be able to outsmart other people, but not me. Time and time again, Mason trying to outsmart everyone. He's willing to do anything. The man has no morals.
Darling, you've been going on about this for 20 minutes now.
All right. I'm sorry. Guess I really don't have anything to worry about. I just do not want to let my father down.
Hey, listen, you want to do me a favor?
What, shut up?
Besides that.
What?
Well, you see this ladder? How about if I were to hold on to it and you would climb up to that storage space up there?
Wasn't that how you hurt your leg?
Yeah, but you know, that time the boat rocked real violently. I think maybe a tidal wave came by or something. I don't know.
Well, what's up there that's worth a leg?
Just, your engagement ring. Which, if you recall, is actually worth a leg and an arm. Or an arm and a leg, if you want to put it cool. Could you dig it out for me?
I would love to. Give me a kiss. You know, if I would have been here, you wouldn't have been hurt. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I know that.
Let me see here. You shouldn't let me leave.
Yeah, I know that too. I won't in the,
Oh, hold these.
in the future.
And you shouldn't let me get too caught up in business either. Where is that dumb... Hold on. I think I got it. All right. Hold this.
Good. Yeah, well, no, you come on, you bring it down. I'll help you down here.
What are you doing?
I'm helping you down.
Here you go.
I want you to wear this thing.
Cruz, I can't.
Yes, you can.
I just don't think right now is the appropriate time for an engagement.
Why not?
I just think it would be kind of unfeeling, you know, and my dad... I just don't want everyone thinking that I'm running around being happy while my father's dying. I would hate to remember our engagement with guilty feelings.
Now, Eden, you're forgetting it was your father who wanted us to be together. I mean, he knows we want to get married. He's all for it.
That was before.
Well, what do you say we make it a secret engagement then? Okay, I don't have to make any big announcement, but I love you. I want you. And I want people to know about it. If they see this ring on your finger, they're gonna know that not only are you spoken for, you're shouted about.
Well, if you put it that way, how could I refuse?
You can't. So wear it, okay? And remember, one day soon, I'm talking soon, you and I are gonna pull our ponies off of this merry-go-round. Right off into the sunset together.
You know, I'm afraid once I marry you, I'm no longer going to be a challenge to you anymore.
I think you'll always be a challenge.
Are you sure after you say I do, you're not going to doze off?
I think you can do something about that. Make sure I don't.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
I think you know what it is.
What, like this? Huh?
That's a start. I should warn you, once the horse gets out of the corral, he keeps running for hours.
Did I wake you up? Want some coffee?
How long have you been up?
Hour and a half.
It's only 6:30.
Well, everything has to be worked out perfectly for this meeting this afternoon.
Chief executive officer's work is never done, is that it?
Yeah, well, Mason is going to pounce wherever he sees an opening, so I want an airtight agenda.
Mason will be Mason. Is it worth losing sleep over?
Well, I just want it the way Daddy wanted it.
I think he would have wanted you to wear that ring, too.
I am.
Yeah, but not as though it belonged there.
Look, I'm sorry. I just don't want to get into an argument
I'm
with you
sorry.
right now about this.
Forgive me, it's my fault. I don't need to pick a fight. That's the last thing I... You want to talk about it?
Look, I'm sorry. I know that Daddy said that he wanted us to get married.
But you don't think he meant it, is that it?
No, I think he did. I definitely think he did, but... It's just that... all those people out there, they're going to read that C.C. Capel had a major stroke and that he might not recover. And those same people are going to read that his daughter got engaged a little while later.
Since when do you care what other people think?
I don't. But I do. I mean, respect for anyone, especially my father. It's partly a public thing, right?
Yeah.
And to do that is to honor someone in front of the whole world. Cruz,
No. You're
don't,
right. You're absolutely
don't.
right. See, because this is supposed to make you feel good, and if it's not, then we should just put it off. Besides, baby, I know you love me, ring or no ring.
I do. And I want to honor you, too. It's the wrong hand.
But it looks just as beautiful, and now nobody will ask you about it. And if they do, you can just say, your father gave it to you. And that way you'll be honoring him in the eyes of the world and honoring me in mine. Is that okay?
Thank you.
You bet. You want to lie down with me for a little while?
You are so wonderful to me.
It's so easy.
I love you.
I love you too, Eden.
Did you hear that? Something Dad wanted him to
Is
do.
there any new word on his prospects for recovery?
Well, no, I'm afraid not, but he's
Why don't you
getting
shut it
the
up?
best
You know it's only
possible
gonna get
care, and
worse.
We're watching him very closely.
Watching him very closely. He's been on a
Last several
2-week
weeks,
bender.
Your sister, Eden Catwell, has been acting as chief executive officer of Catwell
This ought to be
Enterprises. What part will she
Now,
play in
hold
the...
on a minute. I don't know what you may have heard about Eden, but I think she's doing
Heard
a very
about me?
fine job, considering it's
Considering?
true. She's very young and inexperienced, but I'm sure that any problems resulting from her management can be easily corrected. She's to be commended.
That
for her
was
efforts.
low.
I can't stand this. I can't watch
the
this.
merger.
What does he mean, problems in my management?
Oh, come on, simmer down, Eden. You know Mason.
Our third quarter profit and loss sheet was better than it was all year.
He doesn't know that, and he doesn't care.
Do you see what I'm up against now?
He's
Do you?
just trying to push you into doing something foolish, Eden, so don't bite.
You know, if those networks get a hold of this interview, the Walton Hotel stockholders could think we're on the verge of collapse.
You have the facts and figures that say otherwise.
Yeah, well, the merger, it could just completely go out the window, and they could want to get rid of me.
Eden, the way you beat Mason at his own game is not to let it be as important to you as it is to him.
I'm sorry. I gotta get dressed. The more I think about it, the madder I get.
Well, then don't think about it already.
Mason could do this to me every day if he wanted to, and of course Gina just had to tell him that there was a board meeting today. I'm sure he's gonna walk in there with everything up his sleeve. Well, I'm telling you. Do you think he'd take money? I wonder if that's it.
I really don't want to
No, of course that's not it. He's gonna want power, that's it. He always wants power. What did you say?
I don't know. What are you doing for lunch?
Look, I'm sorry. It's just that I don't know how to handle things very easily, okay?
You don't know how to handle... I must not say this to you often enough. Do you know how proud I am of you? Your father, I mean, he couldn't have picked anybody tougher or smarter or just all around more human than you to take care of his business for him.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Plus which... I'm not sure if I should say this. You know, I never know if it's wrong, you know, when we're talking about work, if you think it's demeaning or sexist or whatever, but yeah, I think you're so damn beautiful. I mean, look at you. I just want to... Is that demeaning?
No, it's not demeaning. You know why I wore this outfit, didn't you?
No, why?
Because I knew you were annoyed, and last time I wore it, you said I looked like
Oh, yeah, the French one.
Catherine Deneuve with a pug nose.
What's the matter? Your nose? Something wrong with your nose?
Oh, it's a crock, but I'm not complaining.
Come here.
No, wait a second. I gotta look into my handbook. I want to see if kissing
good
is meaning or
looking.
not.
Forget the stupid book. Give me a kiss. Oh.
I would only been an hour and 15 minutes late if I hadn't stopped to pick up the flowers.
How was the meeting?
Don't ask. Are you mad?
Did you lose track of the time?
No, it's just that Mason was impossible, and the meeting's it ended late, and Jack just showed up after the meeting, and I had to explain to him what happened. And I took a brief swim afterwards and came right here.
Are your 25 telephones out of service or what?
No. I just didn't want to call you in front of Jack and let him think that I was trying to report to you or something.
Oh, you want him to think of you as unattached, is that it?
No, I just don't want him to think that you're some kind of crabby boyfriend that needs to know where I am all the time.
That's how I'm acting, is that it? Yeah, of course. Well, you know, I sit around here, I get some crazy ideas. What can I tell you? I'm sorry.
Since when do you drink out of both hands?
Oh, Julia Wainwright was over for a little while.
Doing what?
Oh, yeah, I would have called you and told you about it, you know, but I didn't want her to think that you were the kind of girlfriend who needed to keep tabs on me all the time.
I apologize.
I'm sorry, too. Thank you for the flowers.
You're welcome. You know, I think we have a problem on our hands, and that's that we're not spending enough time together.
That's exactly the problem. But at least we don't stay crazy for as long as we used to. I think that's progress.
I wish we could go somewhere off alone together.
Eden, we could. We could just pick up the anchor and head for the open sea. Anytime. You and me, the sun, the water, any number of like-minded dolphins, we could.
Sounds wonderful.
So why don't we do it?